crafters, it's needlepointers.com. Napkin rings are a great way to add an extra decoration element to the Christmas dining table. These super simple, quick to make, and inexpensive pine needle and berry napkin rings will add a little glam to the holiday. Let's get started and let me show you how to make them. What you will need to make the napkin ring is 2 pieces of 7-count plastic canvas. 1 piece for the napkin ring should be cut 9 holes by 36 holes. 1 piece should be cut for the reinforcement piece, 2 holes by 9 holes. Green, white, and gold yarn, 6 small red beads, plastic canvas needle, scissor, sewing needle, thread, and the pine cone and berry napkin ring pattern. This pine needle and berry napkin ring chart is free on our website. There will be a link in the video and also in the description section to go to the page that has the chart. You will begin with your green yarn and follow the chart. Stitch the pine needles using a long stitch and also long diagonal stitches. I will begin by showing you how to start it. It starts in the middle row of the second hole from the top, and then you just follow the chart. Continue until you have all of the pine needles completed. I have all the pine needles stitched, and one thing nice about this project, it's very easy and quick to make. Also, you can use up your scrap plastic canvas and also some yarn that you have left over from other projects. So it's a very inexpensive project to make. Now we're going to work the background with the tent stitch, and I'm using white yarn for that. We are going to leave 2 threads, this one and the second one, unstitched. And these 2 threads will be used later on to join the ring together. So you would begin right here. And I'm doing the tent stitch, which is sometimes also called the continental stitch. And as you can see, there's going to be 2 threads that are not stitched, and also you're going to want 2 threads unstitched on the other end. And just continue to work the background yarn over the plastic canvas. Now, what I do when I get here, because there is like a little thread there, I'll move this aside and I bring the needle up and then I make the stitch. And I'm going to continue to stitch all of the background. I'll do that and then I'll show you what you do next. Once you have the background all stitched, it's time to add the beads and do it according to the chart. What you will need is a needle and thread. I have it double threaded with a knot on the end, and simply attach it to the back. And then I do a little stitch again just to make sure, to reinforce it, to make sure that the knot won't come through. Then come up through the back, get your bead, and thread it onto the needle. Now you have to make sure that the needle is small enough that it'll go through the hole of the bead. And then place it, go back down through the plastic canvas and attach the bead. Now, if you don't have beads, an alternative to using the beads would be you can make French knots if you'd like. Continue adding the 6 beads to the project. After you've added the beads, the project should look something like this. I like using beads instead of French knots because it adds a little sparkle to the project. To make sure the napkin ring is sturdy and forms a perfect circle, a small reinforcement piece is used to join the rectangle piece into a ring. Bring the yarn up through the back of the plastic canvas where you would begin your next or the 10th stitch. Place the reinforcement piece over the plastic canvas piece, matching one row of holes on the reinforcement piece with the holes on the plastic canvas rectangle piece. Now do the 10th stitch going through both canvases. Continue to do that all the way across the piece. Then bend the rectangle piece, matching the unworked holes on the rectangle piece with the unworked holes on the reinforcement piece. Again, we're going to stitch through both pieces using the 10th stitch. And again, you're going to stitch across this entire row. What's left is one row of plastic canvas threads unstitched. Finally stitch this last row using the 10th stitch. The final step in making the napkin ring is to cover these unstitched edges, and you're going to use the overcast stitch to do that. It's very simple. I tacked my yarn, I came up from the back, and you just go in all the stitches all the way around on both sides. The napkin ring is complete. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make a plastic canvas Christmas napkin ring and decide to make some yourself for your Christmas table. You may be interested in also making napkins for yourself. We have a tutorial and you will find a link in the description. Please like and share this video with family and friends. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to our channel so you won't miss future videos. Help us by sharing our videos on Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. Visit our website, needlepointers.com, for lots of other holiday free projects and tutorials. While you are there, sign up for our weekly newsletter so you don't miss future tutorials.